Is the government set to implement sustainable measures to tackle real estate challenges? Independent National Electoral Commission to phase out permanent voter card, plans diaspora voting. And French President Macron meets centrist leader Francois Bayrou ahead imminent decision on next Prime Minister. And in sports, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman makes final shortlist for 2024 CAF Men's Player of the Year award. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to addressing the challenges in its real estate sector through strategic reforms and innovative practices. Special advisor to the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on housing, Barakat Odunuga Bakari, emphasized this at the 5th edition of the Lagos Real Estate Marketplace Conference and Exhibition. Speaking on the theme, Reimagine the Lagos Landscape, Ensuring Sustainable Real Estate Development Practices, Odunuga Bakari outlined the state's progress in tackling persistent issues such as building collapse, fraudulent activities, and environmental concerns. She highlighted Lagos State's proactive steps in improving building codes, integrating disaster-resilient urban planning, and promoting the use of sustainable materials and technologies. Odunuga Bakari added that these measures reflect the administration's dedication to prioritizing the safety and well-being of its residents. In a vibrant display of commitment to ensuring accessible and affordable healthcare for all, the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, commemorated the year 2024 Universal Health Coverage Day with an awareness walk. The walk traversed the Lagos State Government Secretariat, Alausa Ikeja, and its environs, drawing attention to the importance of health insurance under the Ilera Eco initiative. Speaking on the significance of the event, Permanent Secretary of LASHMA, Emanuela Zamba, emphasized the agency's pivotal role in driving universal health coverage in Lagos. Zamba highlighted the agency's achievements, including the rollout of an equity fund that guarantees healthcare access for over 300,000 vulnerable residents. She commended Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's leadership, describing him as Lagos State's UHC brand ambassador. Zamba announced that the agency would intensify its public awareness campaign, leveraging various platforms to encourage Lagosians to subscribe to Ilera Eco before enforcement begins next year. The Niger Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has approved the Ekiti Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport at Do-Ekiti to commence non-scheduled flight operations effective December 15. The NCAA said the approval of the non-scheduled operations under visual flight rules at the airport is for a period of 6 months, December 15, 2024 to June 15, 2025. According to the NCAA, the approval for a 6-month non-scheduled operation at the airport is to enable the authority to validate the implementation of the pending findings and to allow Ekiti State Government time to rectify a few outstanding corrective action items indicated in the agency's last inspection report. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has directed the immediate deployment of personnel to strategic locations, key areas, and identified hotspots across the country to curb traffic and highway robberies as well as other criminal activities. Police Public Relations Officer Olumiwa Adejobi, in a statement, said the initiative aims to ensure the safety and protection of lives and property during the festive season. He said the police remains committed to ensuring public safety, stressing that the force has made significant progress in combating criminal activities. The force spokesman reiterated the police commitment to providing a safe environment during and beyond the Yuletide season, noting that security operatives will be positioned to deter crimes through increased police presence and visibility on major highways and roads prone to criminal activities. Adejobi assured Nigerians that the festive period will be celebrated without the threat of crime and urged members of the public to cooperate with police officers and encourage vigilance. now to the rest of the stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has proposed sweeping reforms to improve the country's electoral system following lessons learned from the 2023 general elections and subsequent off-cycle polls. Among the reforms being proposed are diaspora voting and phasing out of the use of permanent voter cards during elections. INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu, who made this known during a meeting with resident electoral commissioners in Abuja, stated that INEC would soon present these proposals and more to the relevant committees in the Senate and House of Representatives. Yakubu said among the major highlights of the Commission's recommendations is the imperative of management with regard to manual transfer versus the electronic transmission of results. He said with the introduction of the bimodal voter accreditation system, the use of the permanent voter's card as the sole means of identification for voter accreditation on election day should be reviewed. The INEC chairman explained that these recommendations were captured in a 524-page review report on the 2023 general elections. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Muhammad Pate, says the federal government is in the process of procuring essential medicines to ensure quality, availability and affordability of drugs in public facilities. Pate, who stated this at an event to commemorate the Universal Health Coverage Day with the theme Health on the House of Government, noted that the 3-year presidential initiative for unlocking the healthcare value chain was unveiled a year ago to save lives, reduce physical and financial pain, and produce health for all Nigerians. He also emphasized that the government is undertaking deliberate and well-considered measures that will impact Nigeria's economy positively and reduce both physical and financial pain, which aligns with the goal of the UHC to reduce out-of-pocket health expenditure and impoverishment from healthcare spending. The Bayelsa State government has expressed its commitment to addressing the issues of indiscriminate bush burning and unchecked open grazing of cattle. Deputy Governor Lawrence Erujapo stated this during the State Executive Council meeting held at Government House in Yanagwa. Erujapo directed the Ministry of Environment to take immediate measures to identify and arrest those involved in these harmful practices. He also instructed the task force on livestock management to ensure that cattle rearers do not cause damage to crops and farmlands across communities, while emphasizing the dangers of bush burning to both the ecosystem and human health. Erujapo warned that perpetrators must cease their actions or face legal consequences. And now to foreign news. French President Emmanuel Macron is meeting centrist leader Francois Bayrou as speculation mounts over who he would choose as prime minister in a between month of political turmoil. It is now 9 days since French members of parliament ousted Michel Barnier as prime minister in a no-confidence vote, and Macron had said a replacement would be appointed by the end of Thursday. Bayrou, Macron's ally, has widely been seen as a potential successor. He is a mayor from the southwest and leader of the centrist Modem party. French politics have been deadlocked ever since Macron called snap parliamentary elections during the summer, and when he does name a new prime minister, it will be his fourth this year. And in sports news, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman will battle 4 other players for the 2024 CAF Men's Player of the Year award. CAF unveiled the final nominees for the prestigious award on Thursday night. The other nominees are Simon Adingra, Sahul Gulasi, Ashraf Hakimi, and Rowan Williams. Lookman will look to succeed his international teammate Victor Osimhen, who won the award last year. The Atalanta star scored 3 goals and registered 1 assist in 7 appearances for the Super Eagles at the 2023 Africa Combinations in Cote d'Ivoire. The 27-year-old also scored a historic hat-trick for Atalanta in the final of the UEFA Europa League. Lookman has so far racked up 11 goals and 5 assists from 18 outings across all competitions for Gianpiero Gasparini's side this season. The award ceremony will be held in Marrakech, Morocco, next week Monday. And that was our news at 10, but just before we go, carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, on Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. And you can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. So did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supported clusters of Ofada rice farmers with modern technology and necessary supports through the Lagos State Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support appeals? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has reaffirmed its commitment to addressing the challenges in its real estate sector through strategic reforms and innovations. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has proposed sweeping reforms to improve the country's electoral system, following lessons learned from the 2023 general elections and subsequent off-cycle polls. Among the reforms being proposed are diaspora voting and phasing out of the use of permanent voter cards during elections. We also told you that French President Emmanuel Macron has met centrist leader Francois Bayrou as speculation mounts over the choice of who he would choose as Prime Minister in a bid to end months of political turmoil. And in sports, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman will battle four other players for the 2024 CAF Men's Player of the Year award. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbalago. Thank you for listening, Lagos. Beautiful morning to you. My name is Mike James.